Hi all, welcome back to more Europa Universalis, the price of power. This is the ambitious Margrave solo scenario. This is my part 34, I think it is. I have just come straight back there. So I thought I'd squeeze another part in, or try to squeeze another part in before the end of the night. I had a couple of beers, so it might be one of them. If you hear some slurring in the background and some daft talk, then maybe that's a reason why. Okay, it is Austria's turn. Now they've done away with. Yeah, they didn't draw a card. Yeah, they're done. Their army came off. Yeah, that's right. They finished up. They had a rebel town there before. They sieged it. Well, they had to move the army into the area, and then next turn they sieged it, brought it back from unrest, got rid of the rebel town. The army went back, so now they're good to go to draw a card, I think. Well, yeah, I don't think. Just no, but I like to have the page open at that just to look at it myself. I'm just struggling to find the page. Right. Okay, and they're under attack. Yeah, and they're plenty of bot power. You can see the plenty. Right, so we're going to draw a card. This is bot number 1, Austria. Convert as well. Well, they converted already, so I think they're going to not do that. And they've got something in the focus slot. So I'm going to spend 1 bot power. Well, I'm just going to spend the bot power now as well, but I think we're going to take that from the spent and put it in a focus action. But I'll just move it across just now, and we'll just double check convert, because they don't have the diverse phase. They converted already, so they don't have that. Let me just glance at it again, just in case. The unrest one you got to watch, because it then, if you don't do the unrest bit, it moves into core tokens and things like that. I don't think convert does involve that. Any areas with religious dissent, and I'm going to just assume now that nobody's said anything either. It's probably because it's a daft thought that although there's a diverse faith token up here, which is an area with religious dissent, it's meaning, like, is there any areas that Austria are concerned about with religious dissent? It seems logical. I wish it maybe worded it a bit differently, but then it's maybe one of the ones that, come on, Grant, do you really need that? Do you really need that? But maybe no. You know, sometimes I've said things like that, and then somebody's actually pointed out, no, that shouldn't be that, and you're like, oh, right, okay, so I was right to maybe consider that. I don't think so. So there's no areas that Austria have that are in religious dissent, so they're going to perform the second action on the card, which is focus on war. Now they do have a focus token up there. It's not on war, but it's in politics. So if we go at the focus action, it says focus any cubes in any focus area already. There is indeed, there's one in politics. So yes, place the bot power spent in this focus area. So the bot power that we just spent for the for the convert focus card goes in here instead. And then it says now has 2/3 cubes in this focus area. That's based on the difficulty level. We're putting on normal, so 2 does mean that it's a success, and it does have the 2. So it then goes milestone matching focus type is available. Yeah, the milestone matching the focus type is available. So that's politics. So let's go and look. Well, there it's not, isn't it? And this is why this available bit mattered. And I think I popped that question out there, and I was one of the ones that the designer replied to as well, actually, because this is not available to us because we've already scored it, and it's politics. So that's why it says, is it available? The other reason he gave was that occasionally, depending on the scenario, you might not have all these 4 milestones set up from the start or whatever. So what happens then? Well, just to bring you down to the flowchart, this is where we were at. Milestone matching focus type is available. No. So it's going to score 3 points. Discard all cubes from the focused area. Put aside the bot card. And end the turn. Okay, so that's kind of... well, I was going to say that's good for us. I think it is. It's better for us than not. So they're going to score 3 points. So up to 23 now. Zooming ahead. We didn't score point. No, I don't think you score points for vassalizing, do you? I think that's maybe the other reason why you want to convert them into your own towns, because that's when you score some points. Oh, but I'm not been missing that. No, I don't think so. So 23 to 10 for 23 for Austria, 10 for Denmark, only 4 for ourselves. So we're starting to lag behind now, and I think Denmark, with taking over Norway and that, are going to move along a bit now as well. So we better start doing something. So that was that, and then discard. We're going to discard these. So we'll start again and set the focus card aside. So rather than sit there, I'm going to put it up there because that's a card that won't come back. Well, to be honest, this is the end of the age anyway, but yeah, it wouldn't come back this turn. It's set aside. Not reshuffled this age, it says. So I suppose it's irrelevant for the last round of the age, isn't it? Okay, so where are we? That was Austria, so on to Denmark. And just looking, their bot power's okay. Not at war, not under attack, so they're going to draw a card as well. Yep. Okay, so card for Denmark. Naval, so 1 bot power. So we're going to spend 1 bot power. And we're going to flip discard a military card. Superior tactics, use in any battle to gain whatever colour dice you want, I think. Or take a recruit action at no extra manpower cost. Military power cost, where you may use up to 3 units from your exhausted. Yeah, it sounds pretty good, that one, to be honest, if you were all aggressive and anti-war and whatever. Right, so naval action. Right, I think it's worth a glance at this one again. Not one that we've done that often. There is a pirate. Actually, no, there's 2 pirates out there. I forgot the one in Sevilla, which I've got down here on a piece of paper that's off to the right. But I don't think that's going to be affected, but you never know. So naval. Any hostile sea zone adjacent to bots, ports, or ships. Any hostile sea zone. Well, it's not got any hostile sea zones. So that's going to be a no. 1, it says ignore distant sea zones. Right, that's a no. Any sea zone without bot ships. Any sea zone without bot ships adjacent to bots ports. Okay, right, I see what you're saying. Any sea zone without bot ships adjacent to bots ports. Yeah, probably. Right, so there's the big picture Denmark up there. So I think the Baltic Sea's not got one. Actually, I want to say this is separated. This is sea zone in here, but it's not showing a name there. So we've got one in the North Sea, and to be honest, the Norwegian Sea now is applicable too because the Bergen is in there and there. Is that a port up there? Oh, it is a port, so that one counts in the Norwegian Sea as well. So you've got the Norwegian Sea, you've got the Baltic Sea. They've got one in Skagerrak. That's it. And there's just this little bit here that I want to say that if we looked at the other map... Oh, hang on. There's small text there. I'm not able to stretch right up there. Gulf of... Oh, Bothnia? Bothnia. Gulf of Bothnia. And it's got the little asterisks with it, isn't it? The asterisk means, I want to say that there's certain You're making things up here, aren't you? You've got an asterisk and you've got a dagger symbol, haven't you? What I want to say one of them or both of them. Nah, you're. Let's get it right, Grant. Yeah, I think it's to do with there's galleys. It was difficult for me to find this. Galleys. A galley can only be deployed onto a fleet mat as part of a fleet, right? Galleys can only sail in sea zones marked with an asterisk or a dagger. So that one's marked with an asterisk, but there's some marked with a dagger. So what is the difference between the two? Could that be to do with trade, maybe? I'm not sure. I'm not sure yet. If it becomes relevant, then I'll bring it in. So my take on that is a sea zone as well. So we've got that, we've got the Baltic Sea, we've got the Norwegian Sea. Is that the three of them? Let me just drop back there a bit. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so there's 3 different sea zones that they have ports. Right, I forgot where it was now. Naval action, right? Any sea zone without bot ships adjacent to bot's ports. Right, so place ship in such sea zone, so prefer adjacent to most trade nodes, then alphabetical. So prefer adjacent to most trade nodes, then alphabetical. So if we went in the Norwegian Sea, we'd get 1 trade node. If we went into the Gulf, we'd get no trade nodes. Obviously, you'd need the other map for that. And if we went in the Baltic Sea, we'd get 1 trade node. And then alphabetically, the Baltic Sea is the winner, isn't it? Yeah. So we need a ship. It doesn't go into the trade slot. It is in the Baltic Sea. Well, actually, I'm just jumping ahead there. Yeah, put a ship in such sea zone. Yeah. And then the preferences with that. Okay. So good. Right, so that was us moving to there, and then we moved to this. Has ship adjacent to any pirates? Yes. It's not the ship we've just placed. No, I don't think so. Yeah, so yeah, it doesn't talk about the ship that you just placed. It just, to me anyway, has ship that's adjacent to any pirates. So yes, remove all pirates from such trade node. Prefer node with own merchant, then fewest merchants. Well, it's only got 1 pirate that has got a ship adjacent to, and that is the ship that's got in the North Sea is adjacent to the English Channel trade node. So that's going to get removed. There is that other one that's down in Sevilla, but it's not got a ship adjacent to that. So well, it says remove all pirates from such trade node. Ah, yeah, a ship adjacent to any pirates. Has ship adjacent to any pirates? Let's just say that we're adjacent to Sevilla as well. Has ship adjacent to any pirates? Remove all pirates from such trade node. Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah. It wouldn't also remove the one from Sevilla. I would prefer the node with its own merchant, then fewest merchants. Yeah. So then, well, actually, that's it. It's not going to trade then because it was pirates. Ah, damn. We might have got some money out of that as well. So went from there to there. Remove all pirates from such a trade node. End turn. Right. I was kind of hopeful there that, yeah, they were going to gain some cash. Not to be. Right, that was it. In turn, it's back to us. Right, what are we doing now then? Ooh. Well, no, we've got a plan in place still, Grant. We're going to convert, aren't we? I think it makes sense to do this. And then suppress unrest. I think so. Pretty painful, but oh, hang on, I'm cheating. I haven't paid for this card. Have I? No. I didn't pay for this. You'll have to watch that. I've done that 2 or 3 times. I've remembered. Yeah, because we've got 5 power down there. And I remember I wanted to do this and I wanted to do the convert, so sorry again, I know it's a terrible glare there, but without moving things about that I can't really do. So yeah, so exceptional year should have cost me 2 administrative power, and that looks more. I looked across there and I thought, oh, we're fine. We've got loads of power, but I'm cheating. There was no ducat cost though, it was just that, so that's fine. Yeah, we gained ducats for that, didn't we? So let's get rid of this diverse faith then, because it is going to hamper us. Yeah, maybe. Change national focus, move. Yeah, that might work as well. Okay, let's do the. What was it again? 16 or 17. 14, I think. Convert. 14, I think. Right, convert area. Yeah, convert area. So I'm going to do this now. So I'm going to pay 2 administrative power. So we've only got 1 left. But I've just had a cunning plan to maybe. Yeah. And it's also going to cost us 3 ducats for this. So put a 5 in and get 2 change. No, not 2 10s, Grant. 2 1s. So I've got 10, I've got 14, that's okay. And then you may convert the religion, yeah, of a given area to your state religion. White Mix pointed out to me that it's as if that diverse faith token is a Protestant or a Muslim religion, or was it Orthodox is the other one. So it's as if it's one of them. It's just the same as one. Well, when it comes to this sort of thing. So if you may convert it to your state religion if you own every province in the area, which we do, governed by its religious law, or if you own at least one. But all in all, place the appropriate religion token on the area's religious law, or remove the current token. That's what we're going to do. Add an unrest to one of your towns, and then roll rebel dice for all your unrest in the affected areas. So yeah, just thinking back on that one, we're going to remove this. I've paid the price. We're removing that. We're going to give this unrest, and then we're going to roll rebel dice. Flipped it over the right way, and it spun round to the other way. That was in there, was it? Yeah. So then we're going to roll rebel dice. So, but it's roll rebel dice for all your unrest in the affected areas. So let's just say we had unrest here. This is not an affected area, and I think that's why it's saying that. However, if I'd left that one there and we had flipped this one at this time, then these both would count, you know, as because they're in the affected area. So we are only rolling for this one. Like I say, if we had any unrest, if all 4 of these were in unrest, but there's no religious dissent in that area, well, there's no, it's not the area that's involved, then we wouldn't be rolling for them. We're just rolling for that one. Yeah, okay. Here was me almost asking another daft question. Oh, you know what? It will happen. It will happen. Right, 1 rebel dice. Looking for something good. Like a black... No, we want an unrest symbol. That's what we want. Here we go. Oh, how about that? That's exactly what it is. I'm assuming there's only 1 of them. I've not looked. There's maybe only 1 of everything. I think there is. Yeah, let's go. Oh, is there 2 of them? No? No, there's 1 of everything. And a blank, like. But so we get the unrest result, which is perfect. So no harm done. It's like almost plain as the bot, except we didn't get any prestige for it, so we flipped that back. So that worked perfectly. We got rid of that diverse faiths, and no unrest. We're all good. Right, that's my turnover. 20 minutes in. Yeah, I'm just going to push right through for another half hour or so, hopefully. Back to Austria. No issues with bot power still. Not a war, army's not on the map. Yeah, we're just going to draw a card. Yeah. So, let's do that. Austria bot is bot number 1. Unrest spy. It doesn't look like they've got unrest and they've got 2 core tokens, so I think they're going to spy. So it costs 2 bot power. And let's just glance, like I say, if you try and Corsair, you can see there's no unrest, and they've got the 2 core tokens in play there and there, which I think is the other part that leads on from unrest. Once I find it. Yeah, so first bit is unrest. Owns any provinces with unrest? No, is the answer. Has less than 2 cores in play and can place a core, and no is the answer to that as well. Oh, hang on though. Right, okay, so no is the answer to that. But then it goes on, it owns all provinces, an eligible area with higher total tax value than any current core token area. Right, hang on here. I'm just looking at this. This is a core token in this area that doesn't own all provinces. Well, that must be fine. Owns all provinces in eligible area with higher total tax value than current core area. So this to me is a 3, and this is a 1. Yeah, see this, and owns all provinces in eligible area. Yeah, eligible area must mean yeah, see, this is where you're going to have to flip back to unrest and find out. Not unrest, core. I'm going to have to find the rules for core. But it's going to tell me that I don't really probably need to look at this, do I? Core token, page 21. To place a core token, a player realm needs to own all the Oh. Maybe I have blundered there then. Don't think this should be here, should it? The other cores that we put in play, we have owned all provinces, haven't we? And I can't quite remember when that happened, but let's look. Well, let me finish reading this first. Used to integrate area action on development card, right? This is for the player. All provinces in an area where a player realm has placed a core token are considered core provinces. Each core token in play counts as a point. So eligible means, I think, to place a core token, a player realm needs to own all the provinces in the target area. See that? And then it talks about integrate area action on a development card, which has nothing to do with the bot side of it, which kind of frustrates me a little bit. Well, hang on. What does it talk about core tokens in the bot rules then? Not on the. I don't think so. I think it just mentions something, doesn't it? Let's say it's just brief. Claiming core tokens, yeah, it just tells you what numbers it'll use, and it's 7 and 8. But it doesn't go into any more detail with that. There's not any other reference to core tokens, I don't think, in the solo rules part. So that means that you've got to then go looking in the main rules. And that's why I think when that says eligible area, it basically means you've got to own all the provinces. So this isn't right. So this would have been placed here. I want to say this got placed here when we... Now this one's fine. Yeah, this one is fine. Because we... Well, in that area it's just pest, isn't it? In fact, I think the core token was... when you place it. Well, how did we gain these? Through war? Was it through warfare? Yeah, it was, yeah. So, and it would have been in the peace step that we placed that core token, I think. Yes, hang on. Right, I think it might have been here. So bought peace resolution chart. I was confused by this, but I think the war token should have come off. None of that applied. It then moves on to here. So remove bot's claim from areas where bot now owns all provinces. Yeah. Ah. No. Mistake. Ah, that's where the mistake happened. Yeah, divvy. Okay, well that's good, at least. I think I've caught this in time. Remove bot's claims from areas where bot now owns all provinces. That was not the case there. Because it doesn't own all the provinces in the area, so the claim should have stayed. And then, of course, then what we'd have done was say, right, yes to that. For each claim removed... Oh, that is going to affect things. For each claim removed, remove 2 unrest from... oh, damn it. So they wouldn't have been able to remove that unrest. And score 2 points for that matter. If able, and less than 2 cores in play, spend 1 bot power to place a claim here. Oh, this is a messy one. I thought it was going to be simple, but it's... I could probably sort it somehow, but... I'm going to have to go back, and because the bot's then going to be in unrest. Well, actually, we've just drawn an unrest spy card, so it's going to remove unrest probably than other things. Right, hang on. I think I'm going to have to look back on stuff here, because I'd like to be able to sort this, because I think I can. It's just going to be fiddly. Okay. And as I'm sure you know if you watched, you would have seen me... I probably would have read that out as well. So when we took the... What is this? Bavaria, isn't it? Bavaria and Swabia. So we had a claim in there. We battled against them. They were occupied. We then... Yeah, they were occupied and these 3 times were in unrest. And then we moved into the bot peace resolution. We went right through it. We removed the war. Would that have been right still? Yeah, we still removed the war and the occupied tokens. That, again, it doesn't tell you in this, but that's how I see it happening. So we removed the occupied tokens, but these 3 times were all in unrest. And there was a claim token in there. And what I done was I removed the claim, but I shouldn't have done because it says remove bot's claim from areas where bot now owns all provinces. Well, they don't. There's 1, 2, 3 more provinces in that area. So they should not have removed the claim. They should not have scored 2 points. How do you want to do this, Grant? I need to find when I've done that. It's better looking back on the video footage first before I start adjusting things. Austria are going to lose 2 points. And we might have to roll some other rebel dice. So, right, give me a sec, see if I can work this one out. Right, okay, just looking back at the video footage and trying to adjust things here. It was part 31. What am I on just now? Was it 34 I said? So it's not that far back. But yeah, I actually say the words, you know, owns all provinces in the area. So it was claim number 1 that was in here. Now this core's appeared as well. Well, that shouldn't have appeared. Right, so let's take the core off, and I'm going to just watch again the footage. It was claim number 1 that was in that area. Hope I could just pluck that out there. No. Right, why is it hiding? Must be there. There it is, yeah. Snuck down the side a bit. Right, so claim number 1 was in here. And they gained 2 points because of that. So I'm going to take 2 points off them. 21. Because that claim wouldn't have been removed. Now, they then also wouldn't have removed the unrest at all from these, right? So I know we've moved on and dealt with things, but I'm just going to have to flip these back just now. And just get to that point. I've got this core token here, but that's not going to... I'm just going to watch again and we'll fix this. Right, so then I did place the core in there, and it really costs 1 bot power to do it. So I'm going to replace the bot power. The thing is, because we moved on to the next round, I can't just take the bot power back from there. So, and I'm not sure how that would have affected things, but I'm going to give them the bot power back like that from the supply. I'm not 100% sure if that might have affected the end of the turn, but I can only do so much here to try and fix this. So, yeah, let's just see what happens next. Hi all, right, back to finish this part 34, and things got worse. This is the following day, because I just couldn't cope with it last night. Right at the end of this video where I'm trying to fix things that have all went kind of wrong. I then had my glitchy record when paused and pause when record situation. Oh, I couldn't believe it. I was like, I mean, I don't think it was much footage at the end, but there was I did roll the Rebel dice roll. In fact, yeah, you'll see things are different to what was there. The other thing is, I've noticed another flaw, which I don't know why I didn't notice. The other land battle was down in Dalmatia or Dalmatia. Probably Dalmatia, that sounds more around that area. And there was a claim in there that was removed as well, and that shouldn't have been as well, because they've got to own all the provinces in the area before they'll remove the claim. So this claim should still be here as well. It was claim number 5, and not only that, this shouldn't have been flipped as well. So that shouldn't have been flipped, and let me put this back to what it was, because there's more trouble here as well. The army, I think, would have stayed there. I don't know how I left things on the cut of the video there. So these would have all been in unrest. Yeah, when they took the area, when they took the territory, they took Bavaria, and then they'd occupy markers, and then... Yeah, hang on. Yeah, because I only made 1 roll. I only made 1 roll for this because we removed this claim initially and flipped these back, and that was wrong. So I've since rolled the Rebel dice for these 2, and unfortunately that's now not on camera, but I'm going to stick with the die rolls, and it was... Oh God, what was it? It was a blank. Oh, damn. It must have been a blank and an unrest. No, you know what it was? It was a blank and a 2 ducats. That was the result. However, there's more to this. That was the result for the 2 towns here. But there's more to this, because if you recall that when we rolled for this one, we ended up with a rebellion on it. Now, so in actual fact, all the 3 die rolls should have been that, and that, shouldn't they? That should have been them all. So the rebellion wouldn't have went on that one, would it? It would have went alphabetically, so it would have went on land shut, I think. Right, sorry, if I'm got that and show. And then the bot power removed. I've taken the bot power away. Now that's a loss of 1 bot power. I took that away. That's right, because they had 1 extra, so I think that's fine. But when we came to... No, yeah, this is the thing. This is the thing. This would not go on this, because this is not a cord anymore. Initially, I left this because we had the core token in here, but the core token wouldn't have been in there, because they don't own all the provinces in the area. So the core token doesn't get placed. So this, in actual fact, wouldn't have put that white cube up there, as I did. And what I would have done was remove the town, I think, and the white cube would have been taken away. And now I'm just going to put that. We must have started into the next turn then, yeah. So I'm going to put that cube away in the supply, and then we're going to put that town back on the track. Now that wouldn't have affected the manpower or income tax income, because the wee white cube was there anyway, stopping that. But that's what would have then happened, and then the other 2 dice, yeah, the other 2 dice wouldn't have affected that. So they would have stayed in unrest, and that's how they should finish, isn't it? The claim should still be there. Yeah, that's right. And then, oh, of course, they're doing an unrest action, aren't they? I might need to go back and look a bit more. However, we did not roll for this. We need to roll a dice for this one as well. So I'm going to do that now, and hope that doesn't, like, really mess things up and cause me to have to rewind even more. But let's just roll and see what we get. Right, a blank. That's good. I couldn't have rolled that better if I'd tried. Just to keep it simple. So nothing would have happened there. However, this would have stayed in unrest as well. The army would have stayed on the map because it's in an area with unrest. It says that. So, and then coming back, just let me go back and look a little bit on the footage. But I want to say that we are now carrying out this. Is that right? And we will be able to remove a couple unrest. Yeah, let me just see where I'm at with that, because I don't know if I've spent the bot power to do this or not. So I'm going to go back. It was when this started happening that I noticed the mistakes. So give me a second. Okay, yeah, so I didn't start resolving this card, but one other thing I noticed, I was watching back, we did take the bot would have got 2 points for removing the claim and removing unrest. I took the 2 points back for that. I seen that in the video. However, I did not take the 2 points it would have gained back for the claim being removed in Dalmatia as well. So that is going to take them down to back down to 19 again. And I think that's saying me up to date. I think. And we're now sitting at the position where we're resolving this card for the bot. Now, I've spent the 2 bot power. I did do that when I flipped the card. And then I realised, well, I wasn't going to do the unrest because they didn't have anything unrest. However, that's when I started noticing the glitch. And hopefully we're back to normal now. So I'm going to do this unrest action for the bot now. And it's got 3 areas in unrest. And I mean, if there was any other effects that I've just got messed up by that's the best I can do. It's silly. They work differently as well, and I thought, oh, I removed claims up here to take unrest off myself. It's different for the player. The player, you've got the option to do it or not. The bot just doesn't want to do it. It doesn't do that. It says remove bot's claims from areas where bot now owns all provinces. You know, well, that's in the bot resolution flowchart anyway. Whether there's another area where it might remove these claims for another reason, then I don't know. But I guess the reason they don't do it there is, well, there's a plus and a minus to it, because they've now got they've still got this claim here, and they can there's 2 other provinces that they could go, 2 other realms that they could go to war with, and same in here. But then they're leaving their towns at unrest by not removing the claims. So, however, that's how the bot deals with that situation. So, okay, but then it's got this unrest action. But I suppose, I thought about it up here, didn't I? I seem to remember taking the claim away when we done Lubeck and Mecklenburg. And I took the claim away to bring them back out of unrest. And then I thought, maybe I'll leave the claim there because I knew I was kind of going to go for them. So I ended up having to put another claim back in there. I want to say that's the one we got from a mission, I think, or something. But anyway, so now I'm looking for unrest. Unrest action. So unrest owns any provinces with unrest. Well, so happens it does. All of a sudden. So it's got these two here and this one here. So yes, remove 2 unrest from provinces owned by bot. Prefer capital then large, and then end the turn. Right, and I think I might have already done a bit of this on the video, but whether that's shown there or not, it might be, but then I had to rewind this bit again as well. So it's going to remove 2. Yeah, and it doesn't just want to pick them both from the same area. It doesn't say that. So I think I'm just going to have to go alphabetically. Which probably means München and Ragusa is going to be the ones, because this is Regensburg. So none of them are... Oh, hang on, sorry. There's capitals, Grant. Prefer capital, then large. So, well, I was going to pick the 2 capitals then, because München's the capital of the Bavaria realm, and Ragusa's the capital of, well, Ragusa. Okay, I think we're fixed. That was bothering me as well. And when I seen the glitch last night, when I was on pause and I was talking into the camera, I was like, no, this is the last thing I need right now. And then I just stopped last night. So I think we've got about 30 minutes or so once I cut the nonsense out at the end. So hopefully this will stitch on okay and make sense about what I've just done there. Yeah. Right, and I think I was really blundering my way through that bot piece resolution again. One of the things I noticed was I was scratching my head about having placing these towns. Place town. Annex all of enemies and place town. Why am I doing that? Well, couldn't it be that comes from well, actually maybe not. Yeah, couldn't it be that they're vassals at the time, and then you're replacing them with towns? Maybe could that be what it is? I'm not sure. And then the other one down the bottom about if the enemy still exists, and that was daft. And then I was putting truce markers on there. I think you can maybe see how I started blundering with that. You feel like this chart could be, this bot piece resolution chart could be done better, I think. Because I think we ended up doing it right by removing the war tokens, but there's nothing here that talks about removing the war tokens. You've got to understand the bot piece resolution and the main rules, and I understand that they can't all be here, but I think, I don't know. Anyway, right, okay, let's just get moving on. So that was Austria done. Hopefully all the bot power and all that is good. Yeah, I'm just going to have to go with what we've got now. So it's Denmark to go, isn't it? Now, Denmark... Now, they didn't have any issues with that then, Grant, did they? No, they weren't at war or anything. They've got their 2 core tokens there. Yeah, and they placed that core token properly. They do have 1 town still left in unrest. Yeah, they rolled the rebel dice and got 1 unrest removal, didn't they? Because I think their capital was on unrest as well. Okay, so yeah, they've no issues. I think they're just going to draw a card. The last card they drew was naval, and they took care of the pirate, I think. That's right, the pirate ship. And didn't end up trading because it was a pirate ship, which was a wee bit annoying because I thought I might have a chance of getting some money, but however. So bot actions, he's got plenty. Oh, actually, there's There is a bit though, 2, 4, 6, 9 to 7. So Denmark are steaming along again actually. Might be finishing earlier than no events been taken yet though. Yeah, it feels like it's quite early in the round though, but you know, I think it was just that last part where I started the round. Okay, anyway, they're going to draw a card because they still do have bot power more than what they've got spent. So, and they're bot number 2, so let's draw a card for them. And they get the event. So that doesn't cost any bot power, and they're going to do an event. Oh, good, right. Because I'm still shaky about how I'm dealing with that, I think, regarding the bot event suggestion file and myself and whatever. But I suppose this is, yeah, it's about how I resolve it for myself though. How does it affect me, you know? Anyway, let's see how we get on. So we've got the event. So event action, already taken a event action, no. So it's going to roll the d6. Oh yeah, and I did realise that the Denmark events aren't in the game. And yeah, it took me all this time to actually realise that. Which is a bit of a shame. Like I say, maybe if I'd known that, I would have used that Kalmar bot or whatever it is called, and brought in the Scandinavian events. But anyway, we're into the game now, so we might as well just press on. Right, so we've rolled a 6, which is own event is revealed. Well, like I've just said, the Danes don't have any of their own events, so that's a no. At war with opponent whose event is revealed, that's a no as well. So it's going to pick the leftmost event. It would gain a bot power if there's ducats, but there is not. So I'll just bring the left card here. So this is going to be its event. I'll lay that aside and we'll just look further on. So it's picked it. It didn't have ducats on it. Well, actually, no, there's a couple other things that we need to do, Grant. We need 4 ducats. Oops. And we need to see the next event card. And I'll just do this now. It's not going to affect things, I don't think. I think once you take that card, you reveal the next one. Oh, I would imagine you just reveal it straight away. I don't think it would make any difference when you're doing that. So anyway, these two get 2 ducats each. And then we're going for, oh, this should be our event, yeah. Succession of Stettin. It is indeed. It's got a wee realm down there, and our leader is going to be a 2-3-1. So, in actual fact, the one we've got is probably better. It's a 1-3-3. So yeah, this is slightly worse, but however. So just checking it though, because right, we're next to play as well, so we might well be doing this next, because we don't want to risk Austria grabbing it. So A is claim Pomerania by force. Well, I've got all Pomerania owned now, so don't tell me that. Brandenburg gains a claim in Pomerania, and if Pomerania is an NPR, must declare war on Pomerania or lose 3 ducats. You gain 1 military power. Well, I kind of wish I'd known that was my event. There's something that if you'd known ahead of time, you maybe wouldn't have made took over Pomerania. I mean, there's nothing left. No, we've got it all. So what's option B then, which is usually not the good one? Enfof? I don't know that word, or if that's some kind of name or something. Enfof, I don't know how to pronounce that anyway. Pomeranian Duchy. If Stettin is owned by an NPR that is at peace, Brandenburg may place a royal marriage with unrest on it. Oh, sorry, no, a vassal with unrest on it. You gain 1. So, well, I tell you what, we don't actually care about playing this card, do we? Because I think we still get the... I want to say we still get the ruler anyway. May need to check on that one, Grant. In fact, I think I'll do that now. So here's the event instructions here. So when taking this action, do as follows. So this is when you're taking the event yourself though. So you select a card, place 2 ducats on any remaining face-up events, play the events and resolves at A to B, resolve any symbols on the bottom. If the event is associated with your own realm, you must replace your current ruler with any ruler on this card. Thing is, my ruler's going to die. Actually, where's the square? Oh, where's the square? I'm saying the square's just about to be resolved, so my ruler's just going to die now. Okay, so I think, that means we want to take that event, which does nothing. Well, unless I appoint this other guy. Unless I appoint this guy, I mean, I'll tell you what, he's not any worse. The only thing is, there's a triangle out there, so he's going to take a hit. Well, why don't I was going to say, why don't I next turn take the triangle event, and then, but that means I'm in that interregnum for a couple of turns maybe. Is that awful though? Is that like, I mean, I don't think I will end the turn in the interregnum, but end the round. But maybe I could cope with it. So, if the event is associated with your own event, you have to take it. If the event is associated with another realm, that player must choose whether or not to appoint the ruler on this card. See, so if somebody else plays that card, I don't have to take that ruler. And he's a triangle as well, actually. So if I do take him, if I play this event and take them as a ruler, he's going to then take a wound as well. So I'm just wondering if I could maybe play that card next turn. I'll be in that interregnum state. I mean, I've not looked at that card to see. Also, I'm going to get 2 ducats, because I don't think this is any good to me. I mean, okay, I might gain the power. I'm either going to gain a military power or a diplomatic power, I suppose. Well, I need to read this as well first. And I also need to know, let's quickly find out about interregnum. Right, so just looking there. Now, there's an actual card with interregnum on it, and I don't think I brought it out, which was rather silly. But I was panicking there. It says if interregnum, players with an interregnum, no ruler, lose 1 stability and flip royal marriages in the realm to reveal their other side. I thought, oh no, but that's in the peace and rebels phase. So we're not going to lose that stability, you know, if we're not interregnum then. So what does it do initially? What can it do while we're playing the turn though? Well, here we're here. This is on page 20. There's quite a few references to it in the index, interregnum. When your ruler dies is discarded, you should try to replace him right away. If the discarded ruler was Emperor of the HRE, well, he's not. Important, you may immediately replace a discarded ruler by taking the Appoint Advisor Leader minor action as a reaction if you have an action card with a leader. Well, I do. But, like I say, while that triangle's out there, rather than get him take a wound, can we hang on a little bit? If you cannot or choose not to do this, your realm enters an interregnum, a regency council with a skill of 1 in each monarch power field will rule until it is replaced. Okay, well, having the monarch power at 1 doesn't really matter either. Will rule until it is replaced. Indicate this state by placing the interregnum token on your ruler slot. During an interregnum, you may appoint a new ruler by taking the Appoint Advisor Leader minor actions. During an interregnum, right, here's the bit that's going to, sorry, was I down there? And this is the bit that's going to tell me what we can't do, maybe. During an interregnum, you cannot enter into new royal marriages. Okay, well, we've still not found the royal marriage card. And may not declare war on anyone except on marriage partners experiencing a disputed succession or by accepting a defensive call to arms. And then a player realm that has no ruler at phase 3 step F, which I looked up before, loses 1 stability and any marriage tokens on this realm will be flipped to disputed succession side. So the only downside, as long as we can get a ruler in place by the end of the round, then the only thing that's going to affect us is we may not declare war, or we cannot enter a royal marriage. So I think that's okay, as long as we know we're not going to be able to enter a war. And, well, we're going to be entering them very shortly, once this event is dealt with. So, okay, well, you know what, I mean, it might still be better me just taking this anyway, you know, so... Because I'm going to look at this. It might not be... I've not read what's on that yet, so it might be that it's not a card I want to play anyway. So. Right, okay, so that's been dealt with. We've reeled the new card. We'll put the ducats on. So let's get Denmark's event dealt with. Right, so just looking at the bot event suggestion for this card. 11A2 Black Army of Hungary. Now, it's not in the bold text, so it's not anything that replaces it. So this is just additional text. And it says, Austria... Oh, we looked at this one already, actually. Or maybe I glanced at it. Austria bot will re-roll until it takes another event. Okay. Well, it's not Austria bot that's taking this event. So that's kind of just leaving us in the dark a little bit, isn't it? Austria bot will reroll until it takes another event. Yeah, well, I'm assuming that must be if they happen to draw this event, and that's not the case. It was Denmark that drew it, so I think we've just got to carry on and deal with this event as is, and well, it depends how Denmark deals with it, I guess. Right, so hang on. Right, so I guess it's a bad event for Austria then, A or B, but so well, let's look at the general event rules. Well, hang on. We probably should look at the flowchart again still. So pick with most event reveal. We've done that. Is this an opponent's event? Well, I mean, it's not. It's not, but it seems to be that it's anti-Austrian, shall we say, if the Austrians wouldn't want to play it. So you've kind of got to say no, so it's going to resolve option A. And the thing is that when the bot's not the active player, it's going to pick option A as well. So Austria's going to pick option A as well. I mean, I don't know. That's going to be that. No, hold on. Stop. They're not getting to pick this. This is Denmark, so this isn't one that you've all got to resolve it. So, yeah, okay. Right, keep that open though, and then let's just see if we can decipher this and work something out to do with that. So it's Denmark that's taking it, and yeah, we're not all doing this. It's not one that we've got to all choose. So they're going to do A. So War for Bohemia. Place 3 rebels and add unrested 2 times in one of Bohemia, Austria, or Royal Hungary. Okay. You can see why they didn't want that to be played then. So hang on. Well, how do we decide that? Yeah, I'm a little surprised that the bot suggestion's not giving us a bit more. So hang on. Place 3 rebels to start with. Gaining, losing, general event rules here. Well, I don't know where the areas are: Bohemia, Austria, or Royal Hungary. So, I mean, Austria's here. Royal Hungary's next to it there, and Bohemia is there. So that's the 3 areas that things have to be choosed. So, and the thing is, this is Denmark that's doing this. So, I mean, no, I'm not really sure how we decide this. Because this isn't a choice Austria are getting, so they can't say, well, okay, I'm going to put them in such and such. So I think we've got to look at it from Denmark's point of view and place these in the area that affects Austria the worst. I mean, that's all I can really come up with that one. And then I add one rest to 2 towns / vassals in one of Bohemia, Austria, or Royal Hungary. Then it would flip all royal marriages in Bohemia. Well, there's not one, there's an alliance. Flip all royal marriages in Bohemia to the other side. And then Hungary, if a non-player realm declares war on the town / vassal owners. Hungary, if a non-player realm... Well, that's not going to happen because Hungary is Austrian now. So, no. So I think the last part of that's not going to do anything. You know, flip the royal marriage, and then Hungary, if an NPR declares war on the towns that have got the, you know, wherever these are put. So I don't think that any of that's going to happen. But we do need 3 rebels and an unrest, and 2 unrest in one of the areas. So, well, hang on here though. Bohemia cannot have any unrest anyway, because it's all NPRs. So surely that's not the target. I mean, you would think it's probably Austria's target. Austria is no good. Bohemia, it's either got to be Austria or Royal Hungary, because Bohemia has not got any targets. Well, I could put the rebels in there, but I can't put unrest. Because remember, I realised that you can't put unrest on non-player realms. So, and I think for the worst, I mean, yeah, you're going to put it in Austria, aren't you? I mean, if it was me right now, where would I want to put it? That's where I would put it. And I know it says that back in the placement, but, you know, when given the option to select a province or area, this isn't Austria that's getting this option. This is Denmark's getting the option. So, when applying an effect that directly hurts the bot, you know, it wants to pick the area with the lowest possible tax value, but I mean, so if Austria were picking this themselves, they would clearly pick Royal Hungary because it's only got 2 and Austria's got 4. But surely, you know, this is an opponent. Yeah, that's got... Yeah, it's surely got to be. It's got to be in Austria. So we're going to have 3 rebels. Yeah, it's nasty. So 3 rebels appear in Austria. One more. And then the unrest goes in as well. Now, again, it's add unrest to 2 towns, but I mean, I still feel like it's not Austria's choice here. So they would pick the large one first, is a capital, and then just alphabetically between the 2. That's an S, that's an O. So this one, damn it. Some of these bits get a bit. Oh, that's on the floor. A bit compact. Right. Yeah. Well, as I say quite a lot in this playthrough, let me know your thoughts. That seems the most logical thing to do there. I mean, I don't like to try and make things up for myself, and that's why that event suggestion, you can see why Austria don't want that event to happen. They want to re-roll for another event, but that it's got to be, well, it doesn't have to be played. I suppose it came in the last card, but this wasn't Austria that drew it, so it's Denmark that are playing it, and they're quite happy to like mess up Austria, aren't they? And that's what they would do. It's their choice where they go, and in my view anyway. War for Bohemia. Place 3 rebels and add unrest to 2 towns in one of Bohemia, Austria, or Royal Hungary. and then the other bit's not going to apply, the later part. So that I mean, it's the Denmark that are playing the event, so it's them that adds it. I don't think it's Austria get the choice. Okay, so we're going to go with that. And then there's going to be some rebel dice getting rolled. So, okay, and then we're going to get France. Are going to get another. Oh, great. Okay, what am I at? 33 minutes. Yeah, I need to take a break as well. Can we swing through and get this done? Yeah, probably. Right, let's deal with this quickly. So we'll go rebel dice. Yeah, unrest rebellion. Unrest / rebellion. Secondary effects resolved as normal. That's page. Oh god, I thought I had that page in my head, but I don't now. Events. Event 12 and 39. So I think it's maybe page 39. No, that's actually page 41, where the actual unrest rebellion. Right. So that's what we've got first on the card. Yeah, sorry, I thought maybe I didn't show the symbol. So we've got that, and then we've got the France DMPR. They're going to take another province, and then my leader's going to die. Oh, and my military advisor is going to take a hit as well. So right, so unrest rebellion. All players must roll a rebel die for each of their towns vassals with unrest, following the procedure described. And you roll a maximum 1. So Denmark's only going to roll a maximum 1. Well, unfortunately for Denmark, he's only got 1 unrest anyway. So I think the order this goes in is what the event. Page 37. I think it gives you an order for this. Whether it really matters. Yeah, when doing so, players with unrest must roll and resolve the rebel dice in clockwise order, starting with active player when caused by an event. So yeah, so it's going to be the active player's Denmark. So it's going to be Denmark, then me, then Austria. Right. Okay. So, and like I said, Denmark have only got 1 town unrest enemy. So even if they had more here, though, they would only be rolling 1 rebel dice. But, well, that's fine. They've got 1, they're rolling 1. So let's try and quickly deal with this, because I do need to get going for now. Right, here we go. For Denmark, right, that's a 2. So that's lose 2. Now, let's lose 2 bot power, is it? So jumping back to the rebel dice rolls. Yeah, lose a bot power. So Denmark lose a bot power. Yeah. So that's 8 and 8. That's equal already. Right, and then for me, well, I've not got any. No, I don't have any. Yeah, because we took the Rogers Descent away, the diverse space, and dealt with it all. Yeah, so good. However, then Austria, well, they're going to roll 1, 2, 3. So they're rolling 3 rebel dice. They do roll up to a maximum of 5, man. But they don't roll them for each different area, though. They roll them all at once, whereas we would have to do it for each area. So 3. Right, now they can only lose a maximum. Right, what's the results for that? So lose 1 bot power is these 2, but I think they can only lose a maximum of 1. Bots roll rebel dice for all of their a 1's not area by area. They roll a maximum of 5 dice. A bot can lose a maximum of 1 bot power each time it has to roll rebel dice, regardless of the number of dice rolled. So it's only going to lose a 1 bot power. So that's that. And then the power one, what does that do then? Oh, that's lose a bot power as well. So it's not going to lose that. So that was a pretty decent result for them then as well. Okay. Right, well that's the rebel dice bit done. That was quick and that's good then. We never had anything. Right, yeah, the France bit though. Well, we took province the last time, so I'm going to have to write something else down on this piece of paper. I've got Anjou and Provence, and that was to So, right, where does it tell me about that again? Oh yeah, it's under the events, I think. No, yeah, the events, flowchart grant. DMPR expansion. Use auto resolution rules, but ignore areas where the resolving bot owns any provinces. Eh? Oh, sorry, the resolving bot owns any provinces. Yeah, right, that was Denmark then. Right, I was getting kind of confused there. So, auto resolution rules, page 41. DMPR expansion, auto resolution. So once areas that they already own provinces, then in areas adjacent to the realm by land, they will target eligible NPR with the lowest NPR strength if several are tied, use alphabetical order. So, so these are all the French ones, these, and then we've got Provence and Anjou is up there. So that had a strength of 3. So I think we're now up to something with a strength of 4. Also, yeah, we want to target something that's in the area that we've got. So what about Avignon? That's the one that's got Roma, isn't it? So Roma is 1, 2, 3. Well, that is 4 strength. Was that what's saying? Is it they will target the eligible non-player realm with the lowest non-player realm strength? Well, that is 4, yeah, because it counts them all up. So that would be a 4, but I'll tell you what, if that is the lowest tied, then surely Avignon's going to be the target. This one's this one's got loads. This one's got 1, 2, 3, 4 as well though. However, this is a S alphabetically. Now it doesn't differentiate between big provinces and little provinces, not that I've seen. So, and then Bordeaux's got loads. What about that? What about Nantes and Rennes? Oh, did I miss that? Oh no, that's not in the French area though. There's nothing French in there. Artois, Picardy, yeah, these are all, there's loads of them. So it's only, I'm looking in here, and we've got Anjou. Here's got everything. Here, and here, isn't it? At the moment, that's the only areas we're looking at. So it is going to be Avignon. So I'm going to write that down. Okay, that's that dealt with. And then finally, sadly, our ruler's going to die. So all squares take an ill health. And I can just squeeze in there. You can see that the advisor along there. I'm just going to move that ill health token to our military advisor is going to take a hit, take a wound, and our advisor is toast. So now we are in that interregnum state, which I think, I mean, I could just chuck this leader in, this ruler in now. Does it cost me the military power to do that then? I mean, I'm still better. Well, he's going to take a hit, that's the thing. I was trying to avoid that. Oh yeah, because I'm still going to install this. I just don't want to install them just now. I think so. I'm hoping that's going to work out. But I had a little glance for the interregnum token, but I can't see it. I think it's a wee white one as well, so it should have been easy to find. But I think we know the score and we know what's happening there. So John II, he's going away, and that's the event finished. Yeah, so let me just put that down the bottom of the event cards. Just keep them in that order, and that is that. Okay, that's Denmark's. Oh no! Stop! It doesn't just generally stop there with the event. It has got a chance of doing something else. I don't think it's got enough bot power. Oh, it does. No, it doesn't. It needs 10, I think, doesn't it? Oh, where are we? Yeah, if we come back to here. So it's not the one that does that. Yeah, so we've done that. We've resolved option A. We've resolved secondary effects and event. Has it got 10 plus bot power? It has only 8. So no. So end turn. Yeah, so it does. Okay, right, I better just stop this one for now and then try and patch this up with the other part of the video there, and can chuck this guy back in here as well, can't I? Because he's part of the events, yeah. Just chuck him down the bottom. Okay, so I'll get away for now. Hoping to get back for at least another part tonight. And maybe 2 if things can move on smoothly for me. But we shall see. Okay, I'll be back in a bit. Cheers.